Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to Pakistan School Maskati Learning, and we are learning from our book Amazing Science Read 4, and I'm your teacher, Mr. Darjaza. Welcome to the science class, students. Are you ready to learn something new? Today's topic is unit number 5, matter and states. First of all, we'll do the brainstorming, then reading will be page number 46 and 47, activity 2, page number 48. After that, question number 1, answer the following. Today we'll do C, D, E, F, and G part. It's a notebook work and then book work. It is on your book page number 50. Question number 6. After that, recap and then quiz. So let's get started. Don't forget the rules. It will help you to be focused. Brainstorming. What is meant by a balanced diet? The question is from unit number 3. Yes, eating the right kind of food in the right amount is called a balanced diet. We have read about matter, that anything that has weight and takes up space is called matter. We read about states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. As we read that solid, the particles are close together, they linked to each other, they have a definite shape and volume. Liquids, the particles are close together, but they can slide over each other, and they don't have fixed shape, but yes, they have fixed volume. Similarly, there are bigger spaces between the particles and gas. They are not linked to each other, can flow freely all the directions. For this reason, gases has no fixed shape and no fixed volume. So that students, in book page number 49, question number 2, we have done this. The 3 properties of solids, they are hard, have fixed shape, fixed volume. For liquid, they can flow, they have no fixed shape but fixed volume. And for the gas, yes, they can flow, they don't have fixed shape and they don't have fixed volume. After that, we read about matter can change its state. Yes, a simple example is ice. Substances remain solid, liquid, or gas at certain temperature. If they are heated or cooled, they can change form. How a change of state occurs, heating makes the particle in a substance move faster and knock each other further apart. As they begin to move around freely, a change of state occurs. As you can see in this video as well, when the molecules are cooled down, they are moving only to and fro, not much speed, but if we are increasing the temperature gradually, it is starting from cold and becoming hot, we're increasing the temperature. For that reason, molecules start moving faster and faster and faster, especially for the ice. If you are just keeping ice outside the freezer, after some time you find it starts melting. So inside the molecules, if they start heating, molecules move faster. Now we are moving on to the today's session, book page number 46. Ice cream is a mixture of, it's a continuation of the topic mixture. Ice cream is a mixture of milk, sugar, and cream. A fizzy drink is a mixture of water, sugar, and carbon dioxide gas. Coins are made of different metals mixed together. Kinds of mixtures. Solution. When we mix sugar and water, the mixture is clear. We cannot see the sugar in water. This mixture is called the solution. We cannot see the sugar because it has mixed with the water. The sugar has dissolved in the water. In a solution of sugar and water, the sugar is called the solute and the water is called the solvent. We say that sugar is soluble in water. Salt is also soluble in water. Sugar and salt are more soluble in hot water than in cold water. This means that more sugar or salt will dissolve in hot water than in cold water. Now there is one activity. It is on your book page number 48, in which you learn about what happens when we are adding the sugar in a cold water and adding more sugar in cold water and then heating it up. Now just see the video. A solution that can still dissolve solute. What is saturated solution? A saturated solution is a solution that contains as much solute as will dissolve at that temperature. What is supersaturated solution? A supersaturated solution is a solution that contains more solutes than in a saturated solution. So if you are just dissolving the solute, means we are dissolving this sugar in water. So what happens to it? If you are adding only 1 teaspoon of sugar in a half glass of water, so it will dissolve. If you are stirring, so we just see that it is dissolving. But if you are adding more and more sugar, after some time, it stops dissolving. So that it's become the saturated. If it's stopped dissolving, it's become saturated. You see that the solids of the sugar down in the glass of water. Once it is stopped dissolving, so that's as we can say that that solution is a saturated solution. You just keep adding the sugar. Now see that. But if we are just putting that solution into the oven and start heating up the solution, then the sugar starts dissolving. So it is a supersaturated. Okay, so if we are just apply the heat, you can see that the solid, there is no solid. Now it's a clear solution. So the resulting solution is a saturated solution with no addition solute at a higher temperature. Okay, so students, now we are moving on to the next page number 46, the continuation of page number 46. So suspension. Some substances are not soluble in water. We say that they are insoluble. They do not dissolve in water. Sand and chalk are insoluble in water. If you add some powdered chalk to a glass of water and shake it, you will see white specks in the water. The chalk is insoluble in water. It has not dissolved in the water. We call this mixture a suspension, emulsion. And add some cooking oil to a glass of water and shake it. You will see that the water becomes cloudy. Oil is not soluble in water. Oil and water do not mix properly. We call this type of mixture an emulsion. Now pick page number 47. If you leave the emulsion on a shelf for some time, you will see that the oil comes to the top of the water. Alloy. A mixture of different metals is called an alloy. Coins and cooking pots are made of alloys. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc metals. Bronze is an alloy of metals, copper and tin. Examples of alloys: brass, copper, bronze. That will be all for today. Now we come to the today's work, student. Today is Wednesday, September 1. We are on unit number 5, matter and its states. This is a continuation of question number 1. Today we'll do C part, D part, E part, F and G. So C part is what is a solution? A solution is a liquid mixture in which the solute completely dissolves in the solvent. For example, a mixture of sugar and water. Why is a mixture of sugar and water a clear solution? A mixture of sugar and water is a clear solution because sugar is completely dissolved in the water. Part E. What is a suspension? Give an example. In a suspension, particles of the solute do not dissolve in the solvent, but remain suspended as in chalk and water. What is an emulsion? An emulsion is a milky mixture of oil and water. A mixture in which the substance does not mix properly is called an emulsion. Now we are coming to the G part. What is an alloy? Give an example. A mixture of metals is called an alloy. For example, brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Now we are coming to the book work, page number 50. And it is about the name of the process. You have this picture. You have to write when ice changes to water, what happens? B, water changes to steam. C, steam changes to water, and then water changes to ice. So that is the answer for the part when ice solid changes into liquid, it's a melting. Liquid changes into gas, is evaporation, and then after liquid, that gas again changes into liquid, water. So that is a process called condensation, and then after that, water changes into ice. It's a freezing. So that will be all for today. Now it's a trivia time. What is an evaporation? The process of becoming vapor, even without boiling, is called the process of evaporation. Now it's time to say Allah Hafiz to everyone. Don't forget to wash your hand after using the gadget, and don't forget your mask while you're going outside. Have a very nice and blessed day, students. Allah Hafiz to everyone. Thank you.